Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be working on the E46. So hopefully we can get it running today. I got to do the water pump and flush the coolant out and everything. So the car has been sitting for about a month now, almost a month, and I just kind of been pushing it off. Whenever the car broke down, the water pump actually gave out as soon as I was pulling in the garage. I mean, I can't really complain for a better time for the water pump to go out on me. So the water pump went out, and I was actually scheduled to go on a trip out of state that weekend, and also just other things in life happened, so I just kept putting it off. And then I finally got the parts in. It took me a while to order the parts. Actually, I left on the trip, forgot to order them, came back, realized that I didn't order them, and then I had to order them, had to wait a week. So then 2 weeks went by, and then another week went by, and then now here we are. Anyway, so once we get the water pump on the car and everything running, I do have the over fenders that I decided to go with instead of the ones that are on the car right now. So just to show you guys real quick, got a mess here too again. So these are the over fenders from Click Tuning. So you can see over here, here's the arch area. I'm not gonna pull them out because I'm gonna leave that for a different video, but they are actually going to replace the arch that you see here. So instead of me running this, I'm actually going to put hardware here, and then along the top, and then up to here, and then it comes down to here at the bottom, and then it makes its way down over here as well. So the point of me doing this is because I thought about molding them onto the car, but there is that possibility that I might want to do wide body on this car in the future. So I'd rather not. That way I can, I don't have to destroy the over fenders. If I decide to do wide body, I can always take them off and sell them. But for the time being, I'm just going to do hardware. And then there is another kit that is wide body. It's very similar to the parts that I have now, but it's a bit more aggressive. And then the fronts will, it'll actually be a lot more aggressive. So that's something that I'm considering. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave it like that. And then if I decide to keep it almost like a stock body look, then in the future I'll get the parts molded onto the car and get the whole car repainted. So for the time being, stage one, I'm gonna run the hardware. It just sucks that I'm gonna have holes, but I'm gonna have to get those fixed, filled in and whatnot. So at the same time, it's not an M3, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, just figure out to catch you guys up with all the stuff that's going on with the car. I finally got the hood props, good hood shocks installed. I've had them for the longest too. I've been using this stick right here to hold the hood up. But now that we got those in, there's a bunch of little other parts that I got installed on the E46 right there. All those are E46 parts. So then we got the front lip up there. So once this car gets going, I should be having the F32 back. I did drop the F32 off to get the trunk repair. And then in the future, I'm actually going to take it back to get the front bumper blended onto the hood once I figure out what hood I want to run in the car. I've been tossing up different ideas. I know I said I wanted a custom hood on the F32, but all the vents that I found that I wanted to do were fiberglass. I really don't want to put fiberglass on the metal hood if I'm going to be closing it, constantly. I don't want it to crack in the future. So I'm looking at different options. Consider the GTS hood and then do a little bit of custom work to it. But like I said, I still got to find the right pieces to kind of make it custom, change it up a little bit. So that's why I haven't really done anything with the front end with the paint match. So that's just a little update on the F32. I was supposed to install some parts, but I'm actually going with a different direction on some things that is going to change it up a little bit. So we got the E46 that we really need to get going, and I'm excited to get this car finished up. I do miss driving this car. Even though it's not fast, I do miss driving it. I just love the look of the E46. So I'm not really going to be doing a tutorial on this water pump install. There's a few videos out there already, so there's no point for me to bore you guys. Obviously I'll record it a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to do a full-on tutorial. So just the purpose of this video is just to give you guys an update on the E46, where it sits at. And I know some of you guys have been asking me about what the updates on this car is, and well, hasn't really made that much progress, but we're gonna get it going. I'm really gonna focus on getting this finished up so I can take it to some car meets here and there, take it out, enjoy it. Obviously once it's put all together, it's gonna look a lot better than what it does now. Doesn't look like much right now, but trust me, once everything kind of comes together, it's gonna look a lot better. And then I'll be able to have the F32 and the E46 side by side, and then we'll kind of decide where we go on that project. Alright guys, so I just got done replacing the thermostat. I had to wait for that to come in. So everything is put back together, as you guys can see over here. So tomorrow morning, we got some wheels for the car. Running same specs, 18 by 9.5 plus 22. So right now, the Apex wheels actually rub up front just a little bit, but there's nothing that is really concerning. Like, I've been driving like that for months now, and it rubbed the tire a little bit, but it's still fine. I mean, it's not gonna hurt it. I like the stance that it has, so I'm not really gonna change it. I'm thinking that I'm gonna be needing some coilovers soon. The coilovers that are on the car were not put on the car brand new, so they've been through 2 cars, I believe. 2-3 cars. So either way, 2-3 cars, they got some mileage on them. So I'm gonna have to replace them eventually, because I feel like it's bottoming out more than it should. But the riding still is, I mean, the car ride's good. So I'm not in a big rush, but I am gonna be running probably a different set of coilovers. All right guys, so here we have it. The new wheels for the E46. And as you can see, the car's still in Jackson's. The reason why it's still in Jackson's is because I'm actually gonna be lowering the car and dropping it about maybe another, I want to say maybe another inch, 2 inches. Same thing with the rear. So these eventually will become the spare wheels for this car and the F32 as well. Also, they're not Japanese wheels. These are actually not a high-end brand. These are the Kansai Astros. So they are what they are. You know, it's a nice wheel to just kind of ride around in. Obviously, some people drove with them without any issue. So as long as you're not hitting a wall at like 60 miles an hour, you know, you'll be fine. I don't see them cracking unless you hit a super deep pothole, whatever. And then I have meaty tires, so we should be okay. Like, I'm not running rubber band tires or anything like that. So the tire is gonna protect the wheel. So I don't really see myself having any issues. Most people, they tend to stay away from companies like this because they're afraid that the wheels are gonna crack. So I just wanted to show you guys. I didn't want to make this video too pointless and not show you guys anything. We're gonna try these out. I think these are gonna look neat on the car with the color of the wrap. Usually I feel like I'm okay when it comes to wheel setups, and should look good. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I know it wasn't really exciting, just a bunch of updates for you guys. But stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't done so, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next one.